Hello, everybody, and welcome to Midtown Malfunction.
Hi.
I'm Carson Taylor.
I'm Ryan Adams. I want to say we need to work on the intro, but I kind of like that we don't.
Yeah,
Just start talking, dude.
I feel like one day you're randomly just gonna do it, and we're gonna be like, oh, feel like it's gonna be like our brains are gonna be like, oh shit, this is different.
It's like we're really breaking the matrix, dude.
Yeah, dude, we're breaking the matrix. We've got our intro playing.
Yeah, man, that's us.
That is us.
Mouth full of teeth.
Oh yeah, not me not so much. Goatee full of. Someone last night said I look like Guy Fawkes.
For real?
Yeah.
Damn. For y'all, for your uneducated swine. Sorry, I'm on my WWE heel shit.
Yeah.
For you uneducated swine. Fucking, that's the dude that is the mask that Anonymous wears.
V for Vendetta.
They're making fun of his nose, people.
Yeah.
There's
But Nick Brackett says that I need to cut my chin hair. He says that I am way too thin to have a long chin hair because I will just look like a meth user.
I was about to hate on the fact that he said that, but now that I'm picturing it,
yeah,
he has
dude,
a point.
He might be honest. So I need to start wearing like a beat up hat. And like holes in it.
And you have one thing that you talk about all the time.
Yeah.
Like, oh, don't get him talking about Jeff Gordon. Oh my God. He won't stop.
So, but I don't care. I think I'm going to grow the chin out anyway, just to spite him. And all
right.
Also, I'm not trying to impress anybody. You know?
Yeah, he's going to start his new career in pest control.
Well, as soon as I connect with someone on Bumble and then we agree to go on a date, I'm chopping it right off. I'm like, oh, done. Not doing that. I give up already.
It was a fun experiment, guys.
Yeah.
Nah, man, we did open mic today.
Yeah, we did.
Slurp Society every Thursday.
Every Thursday.
It was Juneteenth. I was outside today, man.
Hell yeah, I was inside working.
I got some sun.
Nice.
What were you doing inside?
Working.
Damn.
Making sandwiches.
That sucks.
Yeah, not exciting. Not exciting at all.
Man, I was at a Mardi Gras park for the Juneteenth celebration we had downtown. It was what I discovered. It was more of a family event than something a single 37-year-old man would enjoy. But I did score the necklace that I said I was gonna get.
Nice.
And I got a strawberry lemonade that was really good. And I don't know. I took pictures of cops. That's what I did. Yeah. There were a lot of cops just stationed up. It was weird. I just started taking pictures of them. The more I saw, I don't know what they thought was going to happen, but it didn't. We had a blast. It was great. It was hot as fuck, but it was cool. They played Until I Let Go. Crazy.
Yeah.
Party was popping after that.
Did they have a live band?
Yeah. They had bongos.
Nice.
And then somebody came out with, of course, the people with the boots on came out and started line dancing with the fans. And that happened. You know, I'm weird. It's like I'm 37, but I still don't think I'm old enough to understand that. I don't know. It feels
It's somebody, a car drove by Slurp Society tonight before the mic started, and they were playing one of those damn line dancing songs, and the song literally was going, "You got your boots on the ground, you got your boots on the ground," and it was bumping, dude. It's those bass lines, do 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 do.
It's like you take that bass line and just put. Build a song on it, and there's a whole genre that's that. There's radio stations that's just that.
Yeah, dude.
My mom loves it.
It's fantastic. It's hard not to smile. It's hard not to smile.
Some of
Anytime
them
I
are-
go in the gas station and that genre of music is playing, I'm like instantly in a better mood.
Some of them are funny. I'll say there's one that's really popular where they're like the hole in the wall. That one is funny. It comes on every now and then, and I don't know. There's been places named after it, and if you go up Highway 43, this is very Alabama centric right now. If you go up Highway 43, there's some places in like Mount Vernon and shit. They're like the hole in the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
What up, Mojo?
Well, yeah, I worked today. I've been going through, and I was talking to you about this last night, but I've been going through this weird thing where I can't stop. I can only eat breakfast food.
Dude, this man's gonna turn into an egg, bro.
It really is like a problem right now. Like, I can't stop eating breakfast food.
And he can't stop talking about breakfast food.
Last
Dude.
night, we were hanging out with Ryan and Nick at their apartment, and I was talking about breakfast food, how much I wanted like bacon and eggs and a waffle and stuff. And then I looked down and I was wearing bacon and egg socks.
Wow. I'm going to be completely honest. This cat just farted in my face.
Oh, God.
You
Jesus. Get out of here.
You for sure just did that.
Gross. And
I'm sorry.
I'm sneezing over here.
Yeah.
We got Nag Champa.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but that's what I've been saying my whole life.
God, I'm dying.
Oof.
What happened?
Allergies.
It's when he got up here. He's killing me.
See,
I'm not allergic to him,
this is my favorite thing about owning a cat. We're both allergic to him. Like, aren't you allergic?
No, I'm not.
Oh, well, I am. And I don't know. I get over it, I guess. I don't know. I have like this shit on my skin that like doesn't heal. Yeah, dude. Every time you make contact with my skin, it's like killing me. I hope you know that. But we love him.
I love that, like we talked about, where we're layers in now. It's
Oh
only gonna
yeah.
get
Oh
deeper.
my God. I don't even want to look over at that.
I know.
Yeah, I'm gonna get distracted. I'm gonna forget what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's gonna be weird. Yeah, we don't know what it ever put on the screen, like YouTube wise, and so, or like what we don't legally know what we can or cannot play. I had a video just taken down off of YouTube 2 days ago.
What did you do?
It was me covering Lana Del Rey video games on guitar.
That's what you did.
And I posted it on TikTok and Instagram and Facebook, and it was all fine. I didn't think about it. I put it on YouTube.
You know
and
you can't do that, Carson.
2 minutes after uploading it, they were like, cannot upload. Copyright infringement. And I was like, damn.
We'll be taking your pennies, sir.
So now I have to marry Lana Del Rey.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe I can legally play the song.
Well, we know we own that.
Yeah.
So we can put that on the screen at least.
We own our... Yeah.
I can talk about that shirt some more.
Yeah, dude.
Jesus. Do you ever look at, like, this was last week. This was 7 days ago, and I'm looking at it like, man, what were you doing?
Yeah, I know.
Like, that's like so current. This is why I can never get tattoos, man. I have one tattoo and I hate it, and that's why I'll never get another one.
You have a tattoo?
Yeah, it's right here.
Oh, wait, I knew that.
Yeah. See? People forget about it until, like, I forget about it until I bring it up somehow.
I have one tattoo here that I got when I was 18.
Oh.
And then I got this tattoo at 30.
Okay.
And then I really want to get a notebook and a pen on this arm. Because
all right.
at this point, I've already went cheese ball with the microphone here. Might as well go full cheese ball and get a notebook and pen here. Because once I do that, it's like I cannot quit.
Full cheese
I
ball.
cannot quit stand up.
Full cheese ball would be to get the old school mic, but have it like right here.
Oh, don't do
Mic
that.
on mic. Yeah, like Enzo Amore. That's for wrestling fans.
No, we
He
know a
does
comedian who has that exact tattoo on their
We do?
hand. Yeah.
Who?
Chef J Dubs in Birmingham or
Oh, I haven't met
Montgomery.
him. I'm sorry. I didn't.
He literally
I did not-
has the old school bluesman Mike tattooed in flames or whatever right here on his hand when he said
I just
that.
lost so many opportunities. I've
He
been
would,
blacklisted.
he would laugh at that.
Oh, okay,
He
cool.
would laugh at that. He's funny.
My bad.
He's cool. Yeah, no, been doing comedy, which has been great. Ryan headlined.
Hell yeah, I
He
did do that.
Yeah, this past week he did a 30-minute headlining set at Cedar Street Social, which so many firsts happen at this show.
Yeah.
I thought, so when I booked, me and Josephine Rivera run Whippersnapper Comedy. We booked the show at Cedar Street Social. That's once a month. And so we make the lineup or whatever. And so for this show, which was June 13th, we had Adam Dibdahl, Joe Afonso, Eric E.T. Washington. They're all local comedians here in Mobile. Then we had Michael Statham feature from Panama City. And we had Ryan Adams here as the headliner. And it was Joe Afonso's first ever book show, and it was Eric E.T. Washington's first ever book show.
Which blew my mind.
Blew all of our minds.
I did not know this. Like, I actually had to walk up to him after the show and be like, are you bullshitting me? Like, this is your first book show? And he was like, yeah, man. Shouts out to that.
He's been doing comedy like 12 years. I was like,
Yeah.
holy shit, how have we not booked you on a show before? Like,
I don't know how the fuck that slipped through the cracks, but like, dude's hilarious. Like, should have happened a long ass time ago.
So you should have been on 200 shows by now. Like, that's
Yeah.
insanity. And so that was cool. And then, it was their first shows, Joe Afonso and Eric E.T. Washington's first shows. And then I didn't realize it was his first time, like, headlining, and it was first time doing 30 minutes.
Yep.
And I was like, what the fuck? That's why I said, I was like, oh, this show was supposed to fail.
Yeah, there was a lot of stepping up happening behind the scenes.
Yeah, dude.
And I don't know. I feel like we pulled it together. It was a really cool show. It was fun. We got to hang out in the green room. People that were not on the show were in the green room, which I feel like was, I don't know. There are certain things that like I think are bad luck that aren't really bad luck. But I'm like, all right, like, I think that's superstitious. You can let that go. But it turned out to be fine.
Yeah, it's so funny. Me and Josephine put those 3 walls there to like create a green room because the idea was like, now the comedians on the show can have some peace and quiet and some privacy. And then literally every comedian in the scene just goes back there. It's like, cool, now we can all hang out privately, all 30 of us. And I'm like, well, it wasn't meant for that, but
it's not quite a green room.
That's cool.
But I don't know. It was a fun show.
Yeah, no, it was a great show. Highlight of the show, besides you doing 30 minutes, which was a killer set all the way through. He had a great set. I was there. I saw it with my own eyes. But fucking during Adam's set,
dude.
there was a couple in the audience, and it was, to us, just seemed like a traditional lesbian couple. Mm-hmm. And then it turns out that one of the women actually used to be a man and is now a woman. And in the middle of Adam's set, he asked them a question, and she raised her hand and was like, I used to be a man. And there was this moment, because we're in Mobile, Alabama,
and like, this is the same day as like a pride parade.
Yeah.
Like, this was a pride art walk is what this was. And there was a parade, and like,
tensions were a little high.
This moment
online
it was like, what kind of show is this about to be? Because I think he opened, right?
Yeah.
Like, this was the first comedian.
Yeah, he opened, and then she was like, yeah, I used to be a man. And then there was like a moment of silence, and then Adam just went, man, I just got hard. And then everyone just like, we all, including her, we all just like died laughing. It was like this beautiful moment where like, I don't know. Just like I've seen a lot of comedians in that moment say the wrong thing that does not work, and you're like, oof.
Yeah.
And now it's awkward for everyone.
He really did like release the pressure. Like it was a nice like setting the scene for the rest of the show. Like we're having fun here, guys. Like we're not here to beat anybody up. Like this is gonna be great.
Yeah, dude. It was
Relax.
beautiful.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
Yeah, man.
And then that show all around. That was one of the. It wasn't the biggest audience that we've ever had, but all around that was one of my favorite whippersnapper like Cedar Street shows we've ever had. Like it was just like I think it was because there was so many firsts happening in the room. There was just this like fun energy of like.
And it almost didn't happen because of the AC.
Yeah, the AC got fixed like the day of.
Yeah, we almost had a what did you say? You were going to go on stage and say we got a hot crowd?
Yeah, we got a hot crowd tonight. Because it was literally like 100 degrees in there. I went in there when the AC was not fixed, and I was in there just to literally pick up 4 chairs and take them out of the room. And like by the time I was taking them out of the room, I was sweating.
Yeah, I could imagine.
It was awful.
It's not a really well ventilated room naturally.
But it's so beautiful for comedy and music. Like that building is so cool.
Yeah,
like,
if y'all haven't been to those shows, definitely check them out. They happen monthly.
Monthly.
Right?
The next show is July 19th with Tyler Arsenault from Lafayette, Louisiana.
Killer.
He is hilarious. He opens for Mark Norman regularly and travels all over the country. And it's very funny. And he does a podcast called, I believe, We're Dying Down Here.
Yeah.
With J.P. Leonard, also out of Lafayette, Louisiana. He runs Lafayette Comedy. Those guys are awesome people. So hopefully we can get him on the podcast.
Ooh.
If we remember.
Yeah, we gotta start making accommodations for guests.
Yeah.
We gotta get a fruit tray.
Yeah.
A charcuterie board.
Man, you know what? We should buy little gifts.
Yeah.
Just to like present them like I've seen podcasts that do that where it's just like throughout you don't even realize that you're 30 minutes in and you just get it's like, oh yeah, we got you this too. And you're like, what? And it's like,
yeah,
here's some baseball cards.
We turn into Nardwuar where we give them something and they're like crying. Like,
oh yeah. How did you know that I liked the blue Furby specifically?
Oh, wait, so your mother's name is Susan?
Yeah.
All right. He got this album. It's like, oh my god, no one's ever heard it before. How did you know? No, like for real, like how does he know?
I love how also Normal in the middle of the conversation, he'll just bring up things where he'll be like, yeah, so it's like Station Park. And he's just like, what? Station Park. He's like, yeah, the Mop Top Man. And you're like, how you know about the Mop Top Man?
All the boys in the back are like, what the, like they don't know what the hell he's talking. He's like, bruh.
He's like, and then he starts crying.
Yeah.
He's like, man, my uncle, we called him the Mop Top Man. Because he used to have hair like Rick James.
Bruh, like I really need to know. How does he know?
Dude, he discovers like the deepest depths of people's lives. Like,
yeah, and they'll always be asking him like, because they'll say a thing, and sometimes the people will be like, "You talked to Nancy, didn't you?" And he'll just be like, "You're such and such. We got to know." And I'm like, dude, is he like hitting up like hitting the phone book and like hitting up people's like distant relatives and being like, all right, I need you to tell me about Doja Cat's preschool.
I think he is, man. He's the best. I love how much Tyler the Creator loves Nardwuar. Like every video of them two together, they're like best friends. I'm like, God damn it, I love them together.
My favorite is the one with Pharrell, because Pharrell is literally like, he gets done with the interview and Pharrell's sitting there with the records and shit, and he's like, This is the greatest interview I've ever had.
Yeah, dude.
I'm going to tell everyone about this. And he like does.
Yeah, dude, Nardwuar's on a whole other level. He's been doing it forever.
Yeah.
I mean, since like 1990.
You can go back and find videos of him basically just getting abused by grunge bands back in the day. Yeah, like Nirvana and
who did it? Henry Rollins.
Yeah.
That video of him and Henry Rollins in the 90s is brutal. Henry Rollins hates him, and he's like, "Oh man, he's a nice guy."
Yeah. That was like it's so weird. Like the grunge or like okay. The grunge or like punk community or whatever didn't really respect him, but the hip hop community loves him. Like if Nardwuar went to like any hood, I'm pretty sure they'd be like, "Oh shit,
It's
Nardwuar."
Do
Like,
do do do.
yeah, man, he's good in any hood, I'm sure.
Yeah, dude, Nardwuar rules. Have you ever seen the video of the soccer player and his teacher comes back?
Yeah, he like instantly takes his hat off.
Oh my god, dude, that video every time. He's like, Mr. Brunson, they said you was dead.
Yeah,
They
said you was dead.
I'm so happy to see you doing what you always said you wanted to do.
Dude is like breaking inside. He's like becoming a child before our eyes. He's like holding his hat like crumpled like fucking Charles Dickens
dude,
characters
like,
and shit.
like a guy begging for money. Like, like the police, sir, may I have some more?
For
Holding
real,
of a hat.
like Oliver Twist. Mr.
Damn, dude. That's funny.
I don't know, this shit's sad.
Yeah.
Not sad, but like it got inside me. I wonder, is there anybody like that for me? I don't think so.
But you don't have anyone in your life who was like, you can do anything that you want to do.
I mean, that got said, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But there's not like a main character. Like, I didn't get the fucking Goodwill Hunting experience ever. No, well, there was one music teacher I had named Mr. Thacker that was like really like he was like talking to my mom and shit like this dude is like he's a prodigy, he's a great clarinet player, and yeah,
Nice.
he's part of the reason I decided to like or not decided to, I was kind of forced into it, but like I excelled at that early. It was because of him. But see what I mean, like that I don't even play clarinet anymore. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean, it's all, I think at the end of the day, the instrument, it doesn't matter what instrument in life you choose. It's the discipline behind the instrument that creates greatness. You know what I mean?
I feel like when you said that, that's the clip where like the words like pop up.
Yeah. Dude, you start hearing violins, you see a waterfall all of a sudden.
Yeah.
A bird's feeding her children.
What I done. It's like Linkin Park.
If I could change the world. But
What you do in the present. Somebody pointing and yelling at you.
and then it's like one of those old Alan Watts voices comes on or whatever. It's like, and then they said, know thyself. Well, how can I know thyself if thyself doesn't? You hear laughter of Harvard students. A deer looks up.
What the deer doing? If you don't know, you need to use this soy boy. You need to get off the estrogen.
Oh, man. Yeah, dude.
That's content right there. We should have done it. Like, what if we just did that?
Yeah, we just make that video.
Yeah.
We just did it. I think we just show everything as we explain it. That's the
Yeah.
whole clip.
With us in the background explaining what's happening. And then a deer looks
I'll
up.
add the music. Yeah, dude. I mean, that's the clip. We got it. We did it.
See, this shit easy.
Shit's too easy. Man, I I just ate. I want a waffle and eggs so bad. It's not like it's an addiction. Something's happening. Like, I can't stop eating breakfast food. It'll change. I'm sure I'll get to something else in a little bit. Because I did have a phase where pretty much every day I was eating rice, blackened shrimp, and crawfish sauce mixed together. So now I'm on to breakfast food.
Yeah, I don't want to say the word, but
I know.
yeah.
I know the word.
Yeah. There is that.
Yeah. Breakfast food is my train set right now.
Yeah. I saw a post. Oh my god, I'm sorry everybody. I saw a post that was like, it's weird to think about how some autistic people's hyperfixation is sex. And I was like, yeah, I think I've run into some of those in my travels. Yeah, you don't ever think that might be the case until you run into it, and it's like, oh, this is your thing.
Yeah.
Like you love this.
Yeah, I used to bang an autistic lady. But she was like, actually, like, I could tell. Like, everyone says they're autistic now. But she was like, oh, yeah, dude, I could see the autism on you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she was very promiscuous.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what that is.
I don't know what
I don't
that
have
is
the schooling or anything, but like I've been there. So there's that.
And I'm here for it. You know?
Yeah, I mean, it's cool.
Yeah, I'm not against it.
As long as it's healthy. As long as we're not throwing things at walls and, you know.
It is weird when someone who can't make eye contact wants to do an activity that makes your faces this close to each other all the time.
Yeah, we're changing the subject. I'm not doing that.
We can switch around. We can switch it up.
I was deep in thought about that, and I was like, dude, don't say anything you just thought about.
Yeah, all right.
No, man, I'm upset with this cat over here. You can't see him right now. You might be able to see him in the future.
You can see him on the screen.
Yeah, it's that cat that just ran off over there. But like
in another dimension of ourselves.
Yeah, like time is a flat circle. Like he exists there as he exists in all.
You know, I
times.
do think I am gonna start doing random shit while we film because, you know, when you think about it, there's like, okay, hear me out. No one watching this episode, if this is the first episode they ever watch, will know what's happening on this episode. So if we both randomly just stood up right now and went like our faces in the camera screen and we're like looking around all weird and crazy, like there would be no That's like you get what I'm saying? Like
I feel like my heart would stop if I saw that happen and if I was just like watching a podcast.
And also, I was thinking about this. We could literally sometime just sit here and chill and record ourselves with this playing and put that as the screen where we can do that stuff because people think it's actually the podcast up there, but it's not. It's just us sitting and chilling like this. It's not even an episode. And so us standing up and doing all that weird, crazy shit will be...
It'll be like the scene in horror movies where they like look in the mirror.
Yeah, dude.
And it's like fucking different.
Yeah, your image is like looking to the left when you're looking to the right or something.
Wow.
Yeah, dude, we could end up like having conversations with ourselves like through the screen and shit.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. We could think of some stuff.
I mean, there's a lot of different stuff that could happen. We just gotta, I don't know.
We can put our
Figure it
minds
out.
to it.
Yeah, it just takes some thinking, some thought process. But, I don't know, I feel like this episode's kind of done. Even it might just be a short one.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to end with or talk about?
I just keep looking at that shirt, man.
Which one? Yours?
Yeah, the one I'm
Yeah.
wearing.
It looks good. It blends in well with the blanket.
Yeah, it looks like my head is poking out of the couch a little bit.
It does.
Like I'm like Zordon, like a floating podcast head.
Yeah.
Ooh. Anyway,
You ever, I said something to Adam yesterday. I didn't even think about it. And he made fun of me for, I was like, I guess I made fun of him subconsciously. He was sitting like this.
yeah.
And I was like, somebody said something, I think it was me being a dick. I was like, man, why you sitting like that, bro? And then he was like, man, what do you mean? I was like, no, I'm just joking, man. I sit like that when I'm playing guitar. He's like, oh, yeah, you sit like that when you're doing something cool. I just sit like that. All right, whatever. And I was like, damn, all right,
Yeah.
shit. I never. Wow, you made me feel really bad.
Hurting people's feelings over here. Jesus.
I thought it was funny.
Yeah, you gotta become the bully.
No, I don't want to do that.
Oh,
I just
never
like roasting.
Yeah. Did you see? Shouts out to Joe Alfonso. Did you see? He posted on Facebook that it was an honor to be roasted by me.
No, I did not see that.
Yeah, he said that.
It was beautiful, though. And everyone agreed. We're like, yeah, we do love the Skeeter truck.
The Skeeter truck is such a necessary like it we need it. All right, we live in what would be a swamp, and mosquitoes are already bad, but they could be worse thanks to the mosquito truck. And I don't give a shit about chemicals being in the air as long as that chemical is killing mosquitoes and making it more bearable for us to be outside. So long live the Skeeter truck. That's all I'm going to say.
I'm not going to lie, though. If you took someone from like 200 years ago and put them nowadays and that truck rolled by spraying that gas out of the back of it, they'd be like, what the clearly those are our enemies, right?
Yeah. They're killing us.
Clearly that has to be stopped.
They would do a bunch of like animated, like exaggerated choking. Like, oh, yeah. People are standing around.
It's like Buzz Lightyear when he hits his glass on his helmet and comes
Yeah.
out. He's like,
It's like those weather people that are like, the wind is so unbearable. We're like walking by.
see two people playing basketball behind them.
You can tell by the physics of the ball when they throw it that the wind's not like blowing.
Yeah. It's
Crazy.
It's like, and that dude has a killer jumper.
Yeah, man. He's sinking them in a hurricane. Cat 3, dude.
Yeah, dude.
You can't do that. Dude, that's going to be in the new line of those And One shirts where the dude's like trying to cross up a hurricane. He's just, Cat 3, 4, 5, it don't matter. I'm going to the paint. Some shit.
Oh, man. We call this segment Topical Storm.
Dude, the season's coming up.
Yeah, it
I don't know
is.
when y'all are going to be listening to this episode, but like,
Our place isn't going to make it.
bro, this place is old. This place is being held together by like twine and shit.
Dude, duct tape and fucking, yeah.
Quite literally.
Every time it storms hard, I'll be laying in bed and I'll be staring up at our ceiling and I'll be like, Any second now. Any second now.
What did you say? One time you said we're like fucking Andre and Big Boy and the fucking Miss Jackson.
Yeah, dude, that's what it feels like. Like, rain is just leaking through our roof, and we're both just like, man, that chick's crazy. We're both just complaining about some woman while rain is pouring, and the cat sitting there playing piano, like,
That's literally our life right there. Apologizing to somebody's mama while our house is falling down around us.
Also, it feels like this apartment feels like the house in Fight Club.
Oh,
and
yeah.
they're like knee deep in water, and they're fucking with the circuit or whatever, and trying to get the lights back on. Like,
yeah, man, this house is like a car where like shit will just happen, and it's like, well, I guess there goes my paycheck on that now.
yeah, dude.
So we're just like holding it together as best we can.
Well, the new one is, I don't know if you've noticed, but right there above those windows, the frame, when it rains, it just pours down through the frame.
Fuck.
That's why that blanket was on the ground back there, soaking up all the water, because it was literally pouring through the windows.
We're like, it's like the Black Pearl, man.
Yeah, dude, this is comedy.
Yeah.
This is comedy. And the storm just kicks our front door in.
Yeah. Make a joke about this shit,
Right?
bitch.
The funniest
Yeah.
was when your ceiling literally caved in your room, because we were about to leave to go somewhere, I think, or something.
This is the day after I got out of jail.
Oh,
too.
wow.
Yeah, I remember that.
That's hilarious. I slept in my car, stayed in my car for like hours waiting on him to get out of jail, because the bail bond's always like any minute now, and 6 hours later
Yeah,
you
they
get
were
out.
jerking me around for hours.
And that has nothing to even do with what's happening in there. But then the point is, he gets out. We finally get home, dude, and it's so late. And it's like, he's exhausted. He's gone through way more shit than I've got. I'm just tired and annoyed at this point with the bail bonds people.
Yeah,
That shit takes forever.
Jerked off for hours. I'm
Yeah,
exhausted, dude.
And then we get home, and then we're chilling or whatever. And the next day, literally, I'm like standing in the kitchen, and I just hear a noise, and he goes, "Carson?" And I went, "What's up?" And he went, "My ceiling just caved in." And I was like, "What?" And I'm running there, and it's like shit is falling from the fucking ceiling onto the ground.
Hole,
I'm like, oh my God.
It's almost above my bed, man. Like, this was a great day. Like, this series of like events was just, I feel like a lesser man would have broken, just standing in his bedroom looking at like, it's like you think when you look up you're gonna see heaven, but it's like a reverse hell. Like it's up. Like,
yeah, no, you see someone with 3 eyes looking back at you. Like,
it's just it's saliva. It's just raining down on me, and I'm just looking up like, well, this is life now. I'm so adaptable. I'll get used to it.
oh man,
That's Throndossel up there.
Throndossel,
Yeah.
Throndossel.
It's like one of those things from the Matrix, like breaking into my room.
Yeah,
There it is. We had to sneak one
That's
Matrix
it.
thing in.
We got one Matrix thing in, and honestly, I think that probably is the episode, man. I think
Hell
we're out
yeah.
of steam.
We did it.
We did it. That is episode 4 in the bag, everybody. Midtown Malfunction. My name is Carson Taylor.
My name's Ryan Adams. Nobody even got in a fight, dude. We did it. That's peace. Happy Juneteenth, dude.
Beep.
Boom. We did it.
Beep. Beep. Boom, doom, 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 doom.
Dude, want to do that clap thing we learned?
Oh, yeah, ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.